Hello, and welcome to the Boxer's Corner. Today, for my first video, I'm going to be playing Grenadin, the deck I wrote about in a recent article. This list is one that I've discussed with Lights Out Ace over the last maybe year. And it's basically the stock Grenadin list. There aren't any irregularities here. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing fancy today. So let's jump into some games. Welcome back to game 1. In the comments for my article, some people asked if this deck was good for ladder right now, and I think it's in a great spot. Over the past couple days, I've been facing a lot of Genev, and time mid-range is basically this deck's best matchup. Big stuff that you can kill with Madness, Combust, and that you can chump. Okay, we're gonna be on the draw. We have a decent hand. I'd like a Grenadin producer instead of this Witching Hour. We can market it away. That's an easy card to market away. Let's see, we're probably going to get a Stone Scar Banner or a Scrapper. Either way, I think this is a keep. We have Merchant or possibly Desecrate on 3. Okay. There's an Urchin. And there's a Torch for the Urchin. Or a Valk Enforcer, which probably is a bigger threat. Like, yes, this draws a card or two. Probably gonna be killing that Hojan instead. I'm gonna get... So we have a tough decision here. We can get the Fire Sigil to turn on the Granite Waystone for the Merchant. Or we could get the Shadow Sigil for the Witching Hour. But that's pretty far away, so I'm going to get the Fire Sigil. And then I'm going to Torch the Hojan. We really care more about the aggression than the card advantage, so it makes sense to kill the Hojan. This card really doesn't do a ton versus us. So here, we're gonna play... We want to wait on the Merchant, where we can get the Grenadin. So we're either going to play Assembly Line or Desecrate. And I think we're going to play Assembly Line. We can block that. We might be able to block Hojan. I think I'm going to try to block Hojan. Okay, now I'm going to chump Hojan. Care much more about the 10 life than a Grenadin. So, here, what we're going to do is trade away, I think, the Witching Hour for a Stone Star Scrapper. And next turn, we're likely going to trade away this Grenadin for a Stone Star banner. And we're going to try and block the Hojan here. It might not work, but we have Grenadin to spare. And so here, I'm going to trade away the Grenadin. I'm going to get that banner. We'll play the banner. And we're going to desecrate the Tavrod. Tavrod can do powerful stuff. I'm not worried about the ground units because we have the two Grenadin merchants. Sabotage is fine. They're likely going to twist. Probably not getting a card that's too great for them. Or even a power. I think they're thinking about a power. And here, we're going to play Scrap Tank. And we're going to attack with these two. And we're going to play the Seat, so we can activate Scrapper next turn. I got a Quarry. That's probably one of their better cards to get from my deck. Makes sense. They probably don't need the War Leader right now. They're going to attack. I'm happy to block with my... Okay, sure. You can desecrate Scrap Tank and draw another card. That's fine. That's totally fine. We're going to attack with 3 of these. Leaving back 1 in case you want to block that. And I'm going to sack 2 of them to Scrapper. And play out. And that's the game. See the power of Scrapper. Welcome back to Game 2 of Grenadin. We're on the play. We have an okay hand. Torch is good early. Merchant could get rid of the Witching Hour. Reptain's a good 5, but only having 2 power makes this a redraw. This hand is a lot better. We even get to activate 1 or possibly 2 Granite Waystones. We have Grenadin and we have removal. Shadow Sigil. So we have 4 power total right now. Do we want the 5th? I think the answer is yes. How we might lose this game is not getting to 6 power for Scrapper. Against Praxis Pledge. They did not pledge. No, we're against Praxis Rod. Kind of scary. Our only play is Assembly Line. Oh, Heart of the Vault. Okay, that's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, I'm fine if you want to play Heart of the Vault. Can just kill that here. We're going to have plenty of Grenadin. And if they didn't have the Rod last turn, I don't want to combust now to kill that. I want to keep them back so they can't attack into it. Temple Scribe? Sure. Yeah, if you want to do that, I'm happy to block. Trailmaker. That's fine. Really don't know what they're doing. Oh, are they some kind of tokens? It could be kind of scary if they play an obelisk. But they likely would have played it already, and trading away that initiate, if they had an obelisk, would be a bad play. And here, what do we want to do? I think first we want to quarry. Take the insignia. And then now, what do we want to do? We can play merchant. Play away the Grenadin. We have a scrapper already. They got that primal influence off of the Trailmaker, so they'll likely have some trouble dealing with the scrapper. So, I'm gonna get a Dizo's office. It's a good catch-all board stabilizer. I already have a scrapper. They seem to have trouble getting through on the ground. If they had an answer for any unit, they'd likely play it on my scrap tank. This will likely draw into more power. Or Grenadin. Grenadin are also good. Now, do we want to attack with the scrap tank? I think I want a blocker. Another Temple Scribe, sure. Attack with that. That's fine. Now here, what do we want to do? Do we want to play, I believe, scrap tank? We want to grow that. We might draw power to play that anyways. Let's play the crest. I don't. Ooh, I do want that. 6th Shadow Influence. And now I'm going to attack with this. That's a bad play. They signal that they have a sigil in their hand. And we can play the Witching Hour. Wait, did I do my math wrong? I did my math wrong. We're gonna attack with these. I'm gonna stop any kind of weird shenanigans from going on. I don't want them to rod that. I don't think they're rod, but I want to cut out all possible ways I could lose. Obelisk. That's what I thought. Torch there. Block here, block here. And that's a game. Welcome back to Game 3 of Grenadin. Let's hope this queue time isn't too long. Although Grenadin will do that to you. Okay, we're on the play. And we have a hand we're going to have to send back. No second power is a no-go. Here we have an interesting second hand. And I think it's going to be keep. I don't like going to 6, especially when we have a lot of top end. And if we can find a single Grenadin, Devour is going to bail us out. Or power to get Merchant. Another Argenport opponent. Okay. I'm just gonna kill that. We're planning on playing a lot of spells. So, well, there's the Grenadin. Now we need power. Maybe gonna activate. Okay. Use power. Let's keep that. Always want more power. If they're playing this, they should be a pretty slow deck. So missing power for a turn shouldn't hurt us that much. They might attack and then activate, or just attack, or play a favor. All of which I'm fine with. So we do have an interesting decision here. If they're on Tavrod, we may want to Merchant, ditching a Madness, getting another banner, so we can Madness Devour Tavrod. But we're already behind, so we might just want to play out Assembly Line. Tavrod could be pretty... If we hit one more power... I'm going to play the line. I could easily see that being wrong, though. It also blocks that. Ooh, I want to Madness Devour that. More urchins. Okay. I'm gonna put away the scrap tank. I'm gonna get a banner. That's fine. A lot of my cards are bad for other decks. They might be a little better for this one, because they have, like, some sacrifice synergy. Interesting. Sure. Yes. I should have thought about Devour, but that was a very weird attack. And that can get us a drone. Ooh, we get to Madness Devour 2 of these? That is spicy. Well, anything spicy to a Midwesterner, but that's really spicy. Madness. What spell could they have? Oh, no. They don't have a spell. There's the trigger. I'm happy to trade that. I don't think that's particularly good in the matchup. Or fuel for our scrapper. Puma, okay. What do we want to do here? Building up to office could be nice. I think I want to play that. They have a Devour or an Annihilate. And pass. And, I mean, a block and torch. I want to save these for Scrapper. Okay. So, I think they do have a Devour. They want to use it on Macto. Or they have a Madness. Either way, I just want to use Scrapper and draw a bunch of Grenadin. Kinda good. Play that. And I think we're going to end the turn. I don't see any reason to play these out. It was an Annihilate. They're going to harsh rule me. What am I going to do? I hope they play a unit. I'm going to trade away Stone Star Insignia. And a Madness. I'm going to attack. We're going to combust. And do we want to play out? I think we do. I wonder if they have harsh rule. I think they do, but I'm not sure. If they don't, they're taking a lot of damage. It's still going to be a lot of damage. And we get to Vara's favor that. And play it out. They don't have rule, they're in a lot of trouble. And they just have press gang for probably another Urcha. Slay, it's fine. Do we have lethal? 5 plus 5, we do. And that's the game. Welcome back to Game 4 of Grenadin. As you have seen in the last couple of games, we've never really been craving for removal. There's always been ways to get enough. We are on the draw. And We have a turn 1 play. Bust a merchant that can get madness if that seemed good, or a scrapper. Seemed like a great hand. I'd like if his merchant was maybe a devourer instead, but you can't get everything you want. This could be Geno. Play out drone. If we really need it, merchant can give us a banner, but I'd like it to get either a madness or a scrapper. And they are Geno. So, I wonder what version they're on. I'm going to play this out in case they want a torch. And I'm going to just play it now. I don't want to get that countered by display. And I want to hit my power drops. That's how you lose a lot of matchups, is not hitting your power drops. And we have a Grenadin to combust still. Attack. And favor isn't that great in this matchup. So it's fine firing it off. It can combine with a torch to kill an Aurelian merchant, but it's not worth holding off. Hoping I draw a torch and they play an Aurelian merchant. They're the Aurelian merchant. But unless I have the torch, I don't want to hold off on that. And we're likely going to play a merchant next turn. And we have a decision to make. Do we want to combust the merchant? Reasons to do that include slowing down development, and stopping a peak from coming out. And so we're going to be able to play grab tank. So assembly line is a little redundant. And what I think I'm going to do is Grenadin merchant, put away an assembly line to hide that I don't have torch. Get a madness, attack in. They don't know if I have torch, so they shouldn't block. Play the sigil and pass. If they play a Heart of the Vault, I can madness and combust it. Madness. Attack with that. I don't want to attack with that because they might block it. They should block here. But I don't think they're going to. They seem a little afraid. Well, and we're going to combust that. If I had attacked with this, they could have blocked and stopped me from combusting. Next turn, we want to play out a scrap tank. Although we should be wary of them having Hailstorm. If they're playing a Rallying Merchant, then they likely have Hailstorm. And they have another one. So we're going to play out the scrap tank. And they have a torch or an equiv in their hand. Or an ice bolt. It might ice bolt. That'll give us fodder for the merchant, which will get a likely banner or a scrapper. They're thinking about attacking here. I'm going to triple block if they do. Another Zhou. Likely another Zhou. And here. I'm going to do a scrap tank. And I'm going to play a combust. That way they don't have a window to torch it. They might peek it. But I don't think they have peek if they haven't played it yet. Good thing you are part of the vault. Okay, that's fine. Here, we have the decision whether to put away the grimy blue aqua or the Grenadin. It's going to be more relevant, I think. The Grenadin is going to be more relevant. I'm going to play that out, because we'll get it back with Cruncher. And we have a lot of jump blocks. Unless they have Heart of the Vault number 3, they can't attack into this unless they drew maybe a Hurler. How many treasures have they played? 1. They had 2 Echo cards, I think. There's Peak. And I think they're gonna mirror image that. And chump. And now, we don't want to play out Cruncher yet. I prefer not to play Scrapper. And have them whiz the gun down, but that might be waiting a couple turns. Witching Hour could be getting good. This is the Scrapper from the market. Torch run equip. His merchant is good. It can get office, it can get desecrate. Probably going to be better than assembly line, even though I'm not going to play it this turn. Chump. Chump. We can play Scrapper and sack these 2 next turn if we want to. But we'll probably want to hold off a little longer. Okay. Now we can get Desecrate. And kill the Joe. I'm gonna gun down the merchant. I'm going to block. With plans to play Scrapper. That's not good. think that is lethal. That's game 4. Welcome back to the 5th and final game of Grenadin for today. And we're against Paradox. I have played against his SPG teammate Buffoon recently, and he was on Praxis Pledge, so it wouldn't be a stretch to say that Paradox is also probably on that list. His hand can fuel both combusts, and I think we're going to keep. If I didn't think he was on Praxis Pledge, I don't think I would keep his hand. It's just too easy to, like, not ever build up to anything. But it kills time units. It kills big time units really well. He's on Huru. Hopefully not control. This is an awful hand against Huru. Got a little better. Pretty good code against them. Here, and he's getting impatient. Get to devour that in response to his defiance. I hope he's on the list that played Rost. Yeah. Play this. Let's get up to our 6 influence for Witching Hour. Get an Aegis. Sodi. Not that great against me. So the question here is, do I combust it? I don't want to let it through, but I also would like to Madness Combust a Rost. And I think I'm going to combust it. I don't want him drawing a card. Combust is not a particularly good card in this matchup, so if I get to use it to stop him from doing something I don't want him to do, then I'm going to do that. Okay, Wisdom. Hellstorm, okay. Here, Vara's Favor. That last power we need and influence we need. Feast Caller. Feast Vino. I'm going to torch that. And this is interesting. There's a few plays I can make. I can Madness it. No, I don't want to Madness it yet. But I can play Cruncher. Try and block. I'm going to try and get through. Hopefully he plays another unit, and then I can Madness Combust. And I get to draw some cards, and that sounds pretty good. And do I want to play those or keep it for a Merchant? I think I'm going to keep it for a Merchant. We haven't drawn any yet. Clutch Talons. Okay. This works out great for us. And he concedes. Okay. That was game 5. Thank you for watching. And watch out for more articles and videos of mine on TeamRankStar.com. Best place for Eternal content.